Full thing. I am so fucking tired. Everything that I write is a suicide note as I live in a perpetual target skin tone in a war zone for a war I never started but am expected to be a casualty in. My name feels destined to be reduced to a hashtag, a social media mention to be mourned and forgotten about in a 12-month span. And then as the next victim logs in and sees my name plastered all over their newsfeed when my birth certificate was signed, they did not highlight the fine print that being black is a liability and that I was entering a world that hated me, that would slaughter me mercilessly and get paid for it, that I would be contending in a gladiator match and the people in the audience will be posting on their pages that I should have complied, meaning that I shouldn't have been black and that I shouldn't have been doing that and I would have survived. I see why skin bleaching is so popular, Miss Banks. Kimberly Jones, you're trying to take the accident of being born in darkness and illuminate it to correct the mistake of being black by applying whiteout. See, I get it now. All Alton Sterling needed to do was be white and he'd be here. White equates to survival, to presence, to be allowed to live, while black equates to guilty, to lack of sufficient evidence to convict, to video footage still necessitating excuses and saying that it was the victim's fault, to paid administrative leave. See, the week ain't over yet. There's still plenty of time to stack more black bodies on top of bronze badges, to acknowledge the fact that the Grim Reaper wears his name tag on his uniform and still escapes any and all retribution. See, there's still time to trade in your life for 15 minutes of notoriety, Photoshop memorials, discussion threads that sink your entire existence into apathetic summation, mugshots instead of morning selfies, sensationalized portraits that identify you as deserving of a violent demise. See, it's nice to be wanted, even if it's only state-issued bullets that want you. They said Philando Castile or Mr. Phil fed my kids. An intern police fed him lead. White shirt stained red. Mortal holes blown through his black frame while his little girl sat behind him and watched as a man in a blue uniform made her daddy an example. See, he lynched him. And while he was being shot, his woman's phone was shooting the shooting. And blue-tinted supremacy will tell you that she got his good side. Eyes rolled into the back of his head. No longer a threat to society in his feeding a future Minnesota mind, she turned his final moments into a cautionary tale. Don't be black in America, people. It ain't safe. I have friends that ask me constantly, why don't all lives matter? It shouldn't just be black lives. Before I terminate our acquaintance, I let them know that if all lives truly matter, then black lives would matter by default. But black on black crimes, though. But drug dealers, though. But gang warfare, though. To which I say, but respectability, though. But compliance, though. But prayers, though. But hashtagging, but degrees, but peaceful protests, but peaceful existences, but manners, but consent, but speaking politely, but taking a fucking meal at a football game, but nothing that we do is good enough. See, you can't erase blackness from their Terminator eyes. They have heat-seeking projectile hatred where the only warm bodies are sun-kissed. You can't erase blackness from this skin. You can't hide it, and even then it screams out in the night. It writhes in pain, it calls out for its daddy. It weeps openly at press conferences. It buries its husband. It begs to be heard. It begs to be left alone. It begs to be allowed to drive in peace. It begs to be. While white commenters beg their pardon. See, I'm not racist, but you call for unification, for solidarity. Where is the solidarity when my life means nothing to you and you try to convince me otherwise? Because if it did, you wouldn't ask me to look past these murders. You wouldn't even argue that they were murders. You wouldn't bemoan that the police were just doing their due diligence. And see, I agree. Their due diligence is to dole out demises and decimate dark-toned deviants, deny their due process by decimating them for all the world to see. There is no candid camera. This is not punk. There is no acting culture, my nigga. This is life. To be black in America is to hear the justification of being slaughtered like you held the fucking gun to your own head and pulled the fucking trigger. To be black in America is to just be another nigger who had a criminal record like prior convictions necessitate present murder and fuck your fucking future. To be black in America is to be read the Bill O'Reilly Bill of Rights and see how every single line has an asterisk. Black people need not apply terms and conditions. Supplies are limited. To be black in America is to be euthanized and then eulogized and then scrutinized. To be black in America is to be magic. Invisible chains, disappearing empathy, your heart cut in half when reading the news, pulling charges out of police hats to hang from trees that you yourself planted and live with the news each and every single fucking day. To be black in America is to not exist. It's to tense up when you see red and blue flashing in your rearview mirror because you never know if this is the moment, if this is where you draw your last breath. Hands on the steering wheel, announcements in clear and enunciated words that you are slowly reaching for your license. And I swear to God, nothing more. And praying that they believe you. To be black in America is to be purged, is to watch your brothers and sisters die, 120 deaths within half of a year. We are hunted, no contextualization, no over-exaggeration. We are prey who are told to pray to no longer be prey, to have our skin dried and hung up on a mantle, to suppress the notion of freedom, to atone for the sins of being a different color. See, blood will wash our sins away. The only problem with that is niggas need to be opened up to bleed. Thank you very much.